How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and I would really like to make a meaningful video today about something related to Don't Starve, but that's simply not going to be happening because, wonder of wonders, Clay has managed to completely break my game saves here for Don't Starve Together on my local computer. So this is the desktop that I do pretty much everything Don't Starve Together related on. Granted, I had a dedicated server for Don't Starve Together for a while that I hosted with DigitalOcean. I've recently closed it down as of a couple of weeks ago since nobody was using that anymore, which meant that to play any sort of Don't Starve Together game that I wanted customized to my needs, I needed to be able to play it on my local computer. I needed to be able to host the worlds here as you would any other game. So what exactly happened? Well, when I put out that video about the Celestial update, I guess I'm calling it the Celestial update because that was like the primary focus of it in addition to like some other announcements. Just shortly after I finished that video, Clay pushed an update that apparently was supposed to fix this exact problem. Instead, for me, it broke it. So what exactly happened here is that whenever I create a new world or attempt to resume a world, if it has caves enabled, it will simply hang at its initiation. So for example, we could say here, day 81, it's a generic title, but as you can see, this world has caves in it. If I click resume world, it'll just stick here at launching server for pretty much ever. I don't think it ever times out. It's stuck in this endless loop where it will forever try to launch the server, which is obviously a problem. You know, many people have triple-digit worlds that have caves enabled, and if I can't start a world with caves enabled, if I can't host one with caves enabled, it really limits what I'm allowed to do with the game, at least locally here on my machine, and it's a massive inconvenience when it comes to creating scenarios and whatnot that I need to set up for the videos that I do. Granted, I could just go ahead, delete this world. We'll do like cooperative here. We won't add caves and you'll see it like it works instantly. Just like that it works. But the second I try to add caves to it, nothing works. And I have reported this bug on the Clay forums with their bug tracker. They didn't confirm it or anything. I did include logs as well. I have also tried some suggestions that other players had involving creating a new server token for my game and for my game cluster for like game save number 1, and then putting it in the folder and replacing the existing token in that folder, and it really didn't have any effect on it at all. It's like it's not even getting to the point where it even tries for the cluster token. I know there are logs and whatnot for this stuff, but I honestly, it wasn't scheduled into my time that I had allotted to go through the logs like line by line and try to learn what they mean. I'm not a modder myself. I only have very preliminary understanding of how code works and stuff, and it wasn't my intention to have to debug Don't Starve Together to actually play a world today or to create a world to play on. So yeah, I'm not really keen on doing that. If I had to do it, I probably could do it. I'd rather not do it. So if anybody else knows what could possibly be going wrong here and save me some time, please feel free to message me on Discord, and maybe we'll even do a video about how you managed to help me fix the problem that I'm having here. Just to like go over it again, the problem is any world that has caves enabled on it on my local machine, I cannot resume. This is a world that I created who knows how long ago, doesn't have caves on it. We can click it, the world immediately resumes. Any game save that does have caves enabled cannot be resumed, and you cannot create a new world with caves enabled on my machine anymore. Apparently, before this update, some people are having similar problems to this, and then Clay pushed an update after the Celestial update that supposedly fixed it, but for me, I think that update was what broke it, because up until that point, I had just recently recorded a video, as a matter of fact, about the Celestial update that had caves enabled on it, and it worked fine. But then, like the minute, the next time I tried to launch a world in Don't Starve Together after that update had completed was when I started encountering this problem. It also should kind of go without saying, I have absolutely zero client mods enabled when I'm trying to do this, and the server that I tried, like when I tried hosting a brand new server, you can see I have 0 mods enabled for that server. So I would hope that that's not the problem. I've also tried completely reinstalling Don't Starve Together as a game. that has had no impact on it whatsoever at all either. And the really sad thing is that this isn't the first time that I've encountered these sorts of headaches with the updates that Clay has pushed to Don't Starve Together. Back when the Gorge was out as an event during the summer, and this would happen on stream as well. I think there was even a video of it happening that I posted about the Gorge. From time to time, certain recipe assets would fail to load, which would result in the player carrying around a great big box so you finish cooking a meal and you need to sacrifice it. And if you had it in your quote unquote hand, right, you had it in the cursor, you're holding it with the cursor, and you hovered it over anything, it would just appear as this big, I think it was a black box. It was like a big box that had nothing in it. So you really couldn't tell what exactly it was that you were serving or holding per se. So that was a very pervasive issue that I dealt with that Clay never fixed for me. I tried various things. Once again, you verify the integrity of the game's Steam files, you reinstall the game. None of this stuff ever works for me, apparently. And I'm just stumped as to where to go from here. Apparently, do I have to go and reinstall my entire operating system? Like, how exactly do I do something more thorough than completely uninstall and reinstall the game? Like, do I have to delete everything that could possibly be related to Clay? Like, where does this problem stem from? I just don't know. I just don't. And it's frustrating because I kind of wanted to do something else besides complain about this bug. And like I said, I reported it on the official bug tracker with the logs and everything, and Clay has not really addressed it at all. So who knows? Who knows what the deal with that is? I suppose it's just me being special again. Just me being special. I get to have all the bugs that nobody else. That's the funny thing. I seem to encounter bugs that nobody else ever has and that nobody can solve. It's just amazing. Like, this happens to me all the time when I'm using Ubuntu. I would just encounter these wacky scenarios with bugs that nobody else has ever seemed to hear of and either cannot solve or is so complicated that they're simply not interested in investing the time in to solve it and would rather ignore it and hope it goes away. So, granted, yeah, okay, it's 10 minutes of me complaining about this. I suppose that's enough time at this point. Like I said before, if you have any idea of what could possibly be wrong here, I look forward to hearing from you on Discord. Discord is where I communicate. So if you're interested in contributing or trying to help me fix this, thanks. It would be much appreciated, because at this point I'm just tired of it, I guess, of having to troubleshoot and fix things that are not supposed to be broken that other people break when they update them. It gets old, you know. But anyway, thanks for watching, I guess. I hope we can bring this to some sort of beautiful conclusion or resolution sometime in the near future.